Welcome to Psychic Tuesday, and I'm your guide, Sweet Bee. Oh my gosh, we made it to another Tuesday together. How glorious is that? And it's been an intense week, I gotta say. I've had lots of intense clients, lots of astrologers. I've already talked about the planets. I'm not gonna go into all the planets today, but I will go into messages for each of the signs. You could be sun, moon, or rising in any of those. And we're going to get started with Aries. And Aries, message for Aries. You're like a butterfly emerging from a chrysalis. It's time to get your work more applicable to what you're doing. It's time to apply to your new endeavors. You might have some shocking stuff coming up in terms of opportunities. It could be opportunities in work, your reputation, things that really get you excited. You're strongly affected by what's going on right now, so pay attention. It could be getting to you in your aches and pains and sinuses, so be mindful about that. And you have the ability right now to see the greater design in things. And so it'll be a test in patience about, oh my gosh, can people catch up? Yeah, they will, Aries. Just hang on to your horses, I promise. And so, and you're going to add your stamp on things, your style to things. You'll have a say in how things are delivered. You'll have a say in how things are going for you, Aries. So that feels pretty good. Let's keep going. We got our Tauruses, our happy little Tauruses. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. You have two planets conjuncting in your sign. That's coming up April, May. We're going to start to feel it. And that is the planet Uranus and the planet Jupiter. There's lots of great astrologers talking about that. I mean, I can talk about it endlessly, but I only have a few minutes. So, Taurus, your message coming up is a ripened nut out of its opening out of its own accord. Now, these are the Sabian symbols and applied to cards. There's two sets of symbols, one applied to astrology, one applied to cards. So the words for you is proposition, pregnancy, opening, purification, messages. Be willing to give your full attention and focus as you move forward to your goals. That there's proposals in the air, that there's staying focused, you're bound to reach your goal, staying disciplined. Consider new possibilities as well. There's no longer the old. You'll have to, this could be a time where you're letting go of the old, and you'll be having shocking new twists of fate that lead you into new opportunities. Just be open to take them. Free yourself up from anything that's really just kind of stagnant and holding you back right now, Taurus. You certainly have about 6 weeks to get on that once we get past that retrograde coming in April. And so let's keep going. We get Gemini, our little Geminis. Your message today is a trumpet unpraised. As with all cycles ending, there needs to be a deep pause and take stock, but remember what is important to know. And there's a break. And in this break, surrender. In this break, you might find time to regroup. Having surrendered, you'll be able to put yourself thing first. You'll know where your perspective is. You'll know what needs to be prioritized. You know where your passions will lay, and direct them constructively. Geminis might feel torn in different directions, feeling pressure about decisions, feeling pressure to make decisions. And I feel like in any of those times, just wait for the perspective to show up. We'll get past our eclipse season, which will impact you, and which is again in that April timeframe. We have some pretty powerful eclipses coming, a set of them, and more will be revealed to you, Geminis. Don't feel the pressure of others to have to act, to have to get on top of everything, okay? Okay, because I feel like there could be pressure coming from different places. Our little Cancerians, our little crabs. Let's see what's going on. A philosopher's stone, alchemy, journey. You're on this journey. Your situation will move forward as it's needed. Revolutions are one step at a time. You'll find that you might be stepping out of your comfort zones over the next 6 months. You can go on trips and places and have events that are real you haven't tried before and you've thought about. There's going to be efforts around the balance between annihilation and negotiation. So you can blast them or you can work some stuff out. You can clip them with your little clippers, you know, as a little crab with your little clampers, or you can work things through. You might feel you're polishing your rough edges. This is going to be a big thing. You could be skilling up, refining yourself, learning new skills, learning things that, you know, it could be fashion, could be personal, could be beauty, introducing new things around you. And that you're willing to even go for a few thrills. Thrills are fun, and you could a bit of adrenaline. You could be looking for things that's going to get your blood pressure moving. So I feel like journey will be your word over the next 2 months for sure. They're my little crabs. Now let's keep going. Virgo. Oh, my Virgos. Boy, so much going in that house of Pisces, literally as we speak. So, and into that chironic wound with Aries. And so you're going to really speak up for yourselves, and you're going to, and in all things, personal and business relationships, all things. Surprise, there's hidden and unexpected breakthroughs. Don't settle for too little, Virgos. You know, you tend to settle for too little, and you're, you know, you could be very loyal. You could be very a creature of habit, someone who might stick with the tried and true, and you might find that that's too little. You're just seeking contentment in those, but sometimes things might need to blow up in order for you to actually get that contentment, because sometimes if we settle for too little, we're content with too little. And it's like, you know, when we're hungry late at night, we're looking in the fridge, there really wasn't anything different from 8 o'clock to 11, except for we're willing to settle for less. And I feel like you're making progress, slow and steady. And I feel like everything is available to you in terms of opportunities, resources, people, and that could even be for beginnings and endings. It's pretty powerful time with this eclipse season coming up for you, my little Virgos. So Libras, we're going to get to the story of Libra, because holy schmoly, it's pretty much, it's you and Aries that are really feeling the brunt of these for sure. And if I think of messages for Libra, it's really around your value and partnership, and healing wounds around commitments, partnerships, long-term relationships, twin flames, soulmates, all that kind of stuff. And the shimmering sea bathed in the setting sunset. Oh, that feels very, very Libra-like. A wish, dare to move forward and achieve what it is that you want. It's this is saying that there's affirmation, that you'll make gains. You're going to accomplish and complete and replete your energies. You're going to be able to get your card. You're going to be able to get your wishes filled, your dance card filled up. You're going to get your opportunities for emotional wellness, advancement, salvation. You're feeling saved from or being redeemed in some way. You're ready to recommit. And particularly with the full moon coming, you're ready to really recommit to yourself and relationships and really what you want out of life. And so that's big stuff. Now, this is your sun, moon, and rising, everyone. Let's keep going. We got Scorpio. Hey, Scorpio. What's up, Scorpios? Let's see what's happening in the next little bit for you. We got you also having a hammer wielding great power. I feel like wealth, abundance, things you need to sort in terms of your money, opportunity, finance, financial wellness, your physical wellness. You might take those serious. You might look at things in a whole new perspective, particularly with this eclipse season coming up. A whole bunch of planets that have been in Pisces, really looking at your value. You might be moved to a new level of your work, recognized as an expert level, or moving up to a new level in your work, which feels really good. And reinforcement from the universe that you're just absolutely fine. Okay, Scorpios, you're gonna get some affirmation from the universe on that. And you really can have it all. I feel like just you got to decide what that is, what all is to you right now. That could be, hey, that could be surviving some health stuff and just being closer to family. That could be buying a new house. So it feels like it's some big stuff there for you, particularly your sixth house. Sagittarians. Oh, yes, Sag. I feel like, boy, this is a time where you're going to receive news. Something big is coming to existence. Watch the mail, watch communications, watch things are coming in. I feel like you're taking care of all the details. You could be applying for new jobs, applying for new opportunities. I feel like very lucky into the time of Gemini, into summer feels quite good. Modifications, renovations, alterations to plans, what you're working on, things in your house. You could need to fix, finish, redirect your energies there to set yourself free. You're really trying to do all this stuff next little while to set yourself free from all those obligations because you're like, I don't want a summer of obligations. I want to be free. And I feel like you need to respond to communications. You need to be on your tax if it's tax time. You need to be on renovations, getting sorted of the details, getting plans in place, getting a schedule in place for what's got upcoming so you're not feeling overwhelmed. Because I feel like you might want to kick back even over the summer a little bit, Sagittarians, or not feel so rushed or so heavy. Capricorns, boy, oh boy, must be nice to have that Pluto now in your house of values, money, opportunities around that. So that feels pretty good. We get reasonableness. There's a Capricorn word. So reasonableness, signs that might be found anywhere. You might find signs and drawing ideas from them, meanings from them, signs from the universe from them. You might feel like you're stuck, but you're not. You're just standing still. You're going to start to discover, or maybe you'll have your belief in humanity replenished. Maybe you're going to think, boy, I can believe in humanity again. I feel like that maybe there's some acts of kindness that come your way that surprise you a bit. And you're going to really start looking at psychology and retrospect and the past and psychological, and maybe you're upgrading your own psychological well-being. Maybe you're amping up your vibration, raising your vibration, letting go of old hurts or old things. And I feel like good for you. Aquarius, we've got a time for you to get rid of any illusions you might have around money or your situation. Pluto's come to revolutionize a whole bunch of stuff in your world around really where your power lay. Because actually, Aquarian, you do have power, and it's not something you see as something you value. It's something you would work with to use, and maybe for the greater good. And you need to really start looking at that direction, your ideas, your thoughts, your education, where that sits for you. So there's some big stuff around the logic of your life and revolutionizing, moving forward in a big way. And I feel like this could be a time where you're feeling a bit waiting for communications, waiting for an answer, waiting for a go, and that's coming soon. So by the time you get to Leo, full blast ahead. All right, and we're going to finish with Pisces, and my little Pisces, we get nervousness, apprehension, resignation. This is a time for you to bend, not break. And this is a time for you to be flexible. And you've just had a plethora of planets in your sign, and this huge reset new moon in your sign as well. And your next, that corresponding moon in the fall will be an eclipse, so the first of a series. So it feels pretty much like you could be feeling a shift coming, nervousness right under your skin, impatience, a bit of anxiousness. You could be emoting and you're thinking, why am I so emotional? What's going on? And it's because you're feeling a bit of a shift upward. Know that I feel like you need the world to cooperate with you. So you need to participate in the world. You need to reach out, just ask for help. Reach out to friends, reach out to people you know. Just say, hey, I'm here. Let's hook up. Let's meet up. Because I feel like that grounding energy will really kind of settle your nerves, and you'll realize that everything's okay. The universe has got you. You've been okay the whole time. I know. It's amazing when we start to get to that place. But I do want you to be alert and aware of your environment and those things around you. For maybe where the sources of that nervousness is coming from. Okay, Pisces, thank you. Sun, Moon, Rising. You can find me at bernicebissonpsychic.com. I read full time. And speaking of, I think I have Annette in New Jersey. Is that Annette?
Yes, it is. How are you?
Oh, I am absolutely wonderful. And I have a few minutes, so let's get into your world. Where would you like me to begin? What can I answer for you?
Will I be finding employment in the near future? How's that?
Okay, girl, let's take a look at your opportunities. May I ask just the day and month of your birthday?
day, day and month. I'm sorry, January 14th. I
Oh, you're a
apologize.
Capricorn. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Capricorn. Um, okay, so employment, let's talk about your work and opportunities. And I feel like I do keep thinking the shift is coming for you in May. And I feel like it's stuff that could have popped up in February or say around the 19th of February, mid-February. That could have been realizations, things going on around that work or employment. I feel like you'll have more final decisions come March 31st, even by the end of this month, in terms of something finalizing maybe in the old. And I do feel like you have new work opportunity, something really presenting itself May, June. And I do think that in this work, you could wind up, there's something about even a license or certification where you could be in charge of the health and wealth of people in some way with this work. That could be even in anything that could be like, I feel like it's a large employer. It won't be, there's something important about that. Or
Okay.
you would reach a large group of people, but not all at the same time. I feel like you could be handling a lot of clients. You could be handling a lot of
Okay.
paperwork coming in. Okay.
Okay.
And and I do think that if I thought about this particular organization, I feel like there's something even really important about um, maybe a recruiter would connect with you, or you would get recruited into a group, a team. It could come through knowledge you might already have out there in your industry. And
Okay.
I feel like it's really quite good. I keep seeing um, green on the logo, green on of where this might be. I don't know why the green, but it could be tied to that in some weird way. And so I feel like there's something really quite good brewing for you there. It's just, you know, I feel like in terms of your work and those commitments and this, even this last little period, I mean, okay, sans COVID, because that was no fun for anyone, but
No.
there might have been a real disruption or dissettlement around your work, and it might be really getting to you. And you're thinking,
Yes.
oh, I put in all this effort and all this time, and what the heck, you know? Uh,
Yes.
Now I have to, and I don't want you to start over because I feel like you have all this knowledge and really, maybe you should be a manager or something. Like maybe you should really do that. Like you really quite, you have a lot of knowledge already. And I feel like as much as people might say capture your dreams and go out on your own. I feel it's making you nervous right now, Capricorn. You're like, I want stability. I want,
Yes.
I,
Absolutely. Yes. There.
yeah, like you don't want your work and this whole ordeal around work and employment to overrule the rest of your life, because I actually feel like you have other people, plans, and commitments that um, are going on for you. And although you asked about your work, I am going to make mention of a few things that keep ruminating in my brain, and that I just want to just
Okay.
blurt out. Okay, is that okay? Can we go there?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes.
All
Yes.
right, all right, you're mine. I feel like because I only have like 7 minutes or something, I feel like maybe I'm just going to read you for the rest of this time because I want to kind of
Okay.
answer a few things for you. And so
Thank you.
yeah, girl, I no worries, no worries. And so I feel like in terms of that work, I feel like don't let all what's happened undermine you, because boy, oh boy, you really are good at your job. And sometimes, and you really try to put the effort in. You could have been in a place that wasn't being seen. You might have had other demands in your life. There's something about people's health that keeps showing
Yes.
up, and your
Mm-hmm.
obligations to their care and to what you had to do. And if I may, I need to say, there's a man who passed away. I know there's lots of dead people. I know that. I get that.
Yes.
But there's this man who passed away, and a lady and they're together, and he might have been gone a while. There's another man and his health that shows up around you.
Hmm.
And I feel like this could be someone's parents or someone's grandfather, like they're right around. And this man and his health shows up where maybe there's some concerns or worries or the burden. There's lots of burden. Feeling that, and as much as you're really asking me the question about work, I feel like it's actually more than that. That maybe work is an escape for you a little bit. I mean this with love.
Hmm. Yeah.
From other things that are going on for you in your world, in your personal world. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah, it
Okay.
does make sense. Now, you're the man with the health issues and the concern. Is that living or past?
Well, that may have been this whole last little bit because I feel like part of you and your work thing is that you're really leaving all of that care. Like no, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say you still have the tail end of details of people's care to take care of. There's
Yes,
debt
I do.
and things that you're sorting.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's all of these pressures you might be feeling. And I want you to be thoughtful about the work that you take. And I feel like it would have to be something that is near you, where you don't have to move, or you're not. I don't know what commuting's like where you are, but
Yes, or commuting. Yeah.
um, yeah, it could even be something that it could be something that you could work close to home or from home as well, or something flexible like
Okay.
that that would also show up for you. Now,
Okay.
um, there's also people showed their ugly side, and I mean that with love.
Mhm.
And there could be, if I go back to this last, even October and going forward, there could be, I don't know, it could be brother, sister-in-law, people like sibling group. There could be things that just are going to get under your skin about, how sometimes when you did all the work and then they're like, oh, yeah, when I took care of that or when I did this,
Yes.
I feel like you're going to correct a few people.
Okay.
Okay. That's okay.
That could be
Gotta love
possible.
family.
Yes. Yes.
And the other piece is, I'm going to say something kind of crazy, but I just keep feeling this weird vibe about someone could be talking about going to Portugal. It sounds so weird to say that, and I feel kind of like I'm throwing something weird out
That's
there,
okay.
but
I would love to visit Portugal. I have no plans, but
okay, someone's going to talk about going, and I even feel like this might show up in the next. I'm going to say, for some reason, I want to say this June, next June, like in this next bit, the opportunity is going to pop up around that. And I feel like your freedom in 18 months around what's tied you up is going to look a lot different than it has. And work, your money, your debt, getting your things together. The other piece is a relationship with a man that has to be worked out. Sorry.
okay.
Okay. Sorry, you said something. I missed what you said.
No, I said okay. A relationship
Oh,
that has to be is that a room. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, say that again. I didn't hear you. I'm sorry.
No, I wasn't. That's okay. I wasn't sure what type of relationship is it. Work, romantic.
Well, romantic. Romantic.
Okay.
And it's someone you already know. And you got to work things through with them. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know that this is about, oh, let's go on dates and let's do therapy. I don't know. I don't know about that. I I feel like, I mean, that's great. I think therapy is always great, but I actually feel like it's the details of life. It's actually, I don't know, like how, like changes inside your home, changes inside of, and maybe your changes with work and the obligations you've had. And I feel like you can come into a new era with this person, a new era where you enjoy each other, where you've negotiated out all the tough stuff. And
Yes, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense, believe it or not.
yeah, you're
I think
working
it
it
might.
out.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes, because we both have different obligations to meet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. And I feel like don't let other obligations ruin the relationship. I feel like when you two can have time together, make it a priority for each other. Because I feel like you can work it through with this person. They're already there. And maybe they understand you better than you like. I'm teasing. A little bit. All with great love. And I just want to say, I feel like you're getting some good news in May and in October. I'm going to say October 10th to the 16th and May 16th to the 21st. Some good news coming in around money and work. Okay?
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. You've hit a lot of interesting points.
Oh, with love, my beautiful friend, sending you lots of love and energy. All right, everybody, you have a wonderful Tuesday. We'll talk to everyone in 7 days, sending love and light your way.